Oh, I thought we said, I thought we sent it yesterday.
No,
So
no, yeah, it's still on your computer.
We're live on YouTube now, just so everybody knows. Okay, do I have Jorge Canales? You may have to go back to the general session, Terry. I don't think he knows how to get back to the regular session.
Oh,
Or you may have to
oh,
tell him that
oh. Move to the main session. I'll move him, Judge. Okay.
Are you gonna go in there, Terry? I'll go. Oh, no, there he is. There he
No,
is.
here he is, Judge.
Here he is. Okay. Jorge, are you there? Unmute yourself, please. Unmute yourself, Jorge. Or not. Okay, one old dinosaur to another old dinosaur.
Okay, there he is, Judge.
Okay,
There.
here we go.
All right, now let me see. Let me get his client. Ms. Gutierrez, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you got to speak up a little louder, ma'am, okay? Let me pull up your paperwork on my screen. Okay, Ms. Gutierrez, I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is your name Cynthia Gutierrez?
Yes, sir, it is.
Are you the same Cynthia Gutierrez when this cause number 548-232 who's charged with the offense of theft by check? I'm assuming of something having a value less than $750. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This is a Class B misdemeanor. And for a Class B misdemeanor, it's possible that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking at a document on my screen entitled Defendant's Consent to Plead by Video. You have signed it, and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We do not have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights, and you have signed it, and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, sir, he did.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'm now looking on my screen at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So then to the offense of theft by check as a Class B misdemeanor, how do you plead, ma'am? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to do this?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to do this?
No, sir.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Can I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for time served. We're asking for a $0 fine, court cost, 149 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Canales?
It is, Your Honor.
Do you agree to this, Ms. Gutierrez?
Yes, sir.
Then, Ms. Gutierrez, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I followed the plea bargain. I sentenced you to a $0 fine plus court costs I sentence you to 149 days in the Bear County Jail. I'll give you credit for time served, time and money run current, and the judgment is satisfied. Court case, is this the only case holding you, client?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, if this is the only case holding you, ma'am, then you should be released sometime today, okay?
Well, Judge, she's at a sentence on a felony.
Pardon me?
She has a sentence to serve on a felony.
Oh, she has a felony case still
Yes.
holding there? Okay,
Yes.
well then, so far as this case is concerned, this case is gone. So the only case left holding you is that felony, all right?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Great, thank you.
And Jorge, it's good to see you after all these decades, man. You look good for a man.
Likewise, Judge.
Take
May I be
care.
excused? I need to
Be
get to
excused.
court.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Now waiting for Tony Jimenez to is his client. And if he actually gets it done and we actually get this done fairly quickly, I'm going to announce that we've had a miracle in jail court. Okay. A true bona fide miracle. But I'm not holding my breath on this one. In the meantime, can we get pretrial on, Terry? Maybe I can go over the dockets with them. She's on the phone. Terry, I know you're on the phone. I'm sorry to bother you.
Yeah, Judge, I'm helping them trying to fill out that paperwork, Judge. Give me a moment. Yeah,
Okay,
pretrial,
okay.
I'll get them on.
Okay, thank you.
No me pongo. No me pongo. Elvis. Oh, see if it's open there. Oh, he's already signing it. He's already signing it. Oops.
All right, Judge. Tony's going back to 2 to sign that paperwork, Judge. We're almost done.
Okay.
No me pongo.
Okay, there's Margie, Judge.
Good morning, Margie.
Good morning, Judge.
Can I go over I got one case that's still working on a plea docket. So in the meantime, I'm trying to make good use of the time. I'd like to go over the bond dockets with you, if I can.
Oh.
Is that okay?
That's fine, Judge. Yes, sir.
Starting with the misdemeanor dockets.
Okay.
Number 1, bonded out. Number 2, not handled as on parole. Number 3,
Should be there.
number 4, immigration hold. 5, bonded out. Number 6, not handled. Let me page here. Number 7, refused.
correct.
Number 8 bonded out, number 9 bonded out, number
Yes.
10
Number 10, I was told that he's in the hospital.
hospital,
Yes.
number 11 not handled, number 12,
Should be there.
13 refused, 14,
Should be there.
15 bonded out, 16 bonded out, 17 bonded out, 18,
18 and 19 should be there.
20 bonded out,
19 refused.
19 refused.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna write in here. Refused. Okay. 20 bonded out, 21 bonded out,
Interpreters, I need the interpreters. This is Terry Jail Court. Dear, can,
22 not handled,
Correct.
23 bonded out, 24 bonded out. What about 25?
25 should be there, Judge.
26 not handled, 27.
Should be there. That's a Spanish speaker.
Okay. 28 bonded out, 29 bonded out, 30 not handled, 31 bonded out, 32 bonded out, 33 not handled, 34 bonded out, 35 not handled, 36 not handled, 37 bonded out, 38 bonded out, 39 bonded out. What about 40?
40 should be there.
40 refused.
40 refused?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 41 not handled, 42 bonded out, 43 bonded out, 44 bonded out, 45 bonded out, and 46 refused.
Correct.
That's misdemeanors, right?
Yes.
Okay, I see Tony Jimenez. Tony, you ready on your plea?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Margie, I'll do the felonies with you in just a minute after I do this plea, okay?
Sounds good, Judge.
I'm gonna pull up Dakota Child's paperwork on my screen. Okay, is that Dakota Childs in front of the bench?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, are you Dakota Childs, sir?
Sir.
Okay, Mr. Childs, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see the screen, sir?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Dakota Childs?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Dakota Childs with this cause number CC 7022017, who's charged with the offense of failure to identify? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This is listed as a Class A misdemeanor. Is that right, Ms. Lopez?
Yes, Judge. Class A.
Okay. All right, this is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 up to $4,000. Do you understand what you are charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case, sir?
Yes, sir.
Looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video, you've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We do not have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document that's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did he explain it to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me sign this document in 1 minute. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offense of failure to identify, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea
No, sir.
besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you? Besides that, anyone promise you anything in order to get you to do this?
Sir.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite if there is?
Yes, Judge, we're asking for time served. We're asking for a $0 fine, court costs, 322 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and we ask that this judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Jimenez?
It is, Your Honor.
You agree to this, Mr. Childs?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Childs, the court having heard your plea of guilty on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 322 days in the Bear County Jail. Give you credit for time served. The time and the money run current. The judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Tony?
Yes, yes, it is, Judge.
If this is the only case holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today. Unless there's a felony or something else I don't know about.
Yes, he was sentenced in felony court.
Okay, so he still has a felony holding him.
No, that's been resolved, Judge. We're here resolving the misdemeanor offense.
Okay, so as far as this case is concerned, this case no longer holds you, sir. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you. All right, Tony, it was good to see you after all these decades. I haven't seen you in a while.
Good to see you. You take care.
Okay, you too, man. Are you still running?
Yeah, actually, I'm walking.
Are you walking? Yeah, it's about me.
But
Two
I
hip
try to,
replacements, two hip replacements and a bad knee and a bad back will do that, right?
oh my God. Yeah, okay. Well, I've been good enough to kind of stay away from that, but I make it a point to go out at least 3 times a week, Judge, just to get out.
Uh-huh. Well, remember Gordon Armstrong? He was
Yeah.
on the other. He looks just the same, and he claims that walking 3 miles a day does that for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can believe it. I can
I
believe
used to be bicycling, but then I just fell off. I just fell off the exercise wagon. It's
Well,
just
I
so
re-
easy to be fat and
Oh my God.
happy.
Yeah. I remember when we were the gym rats over at the Y.
Yeah, I did too. I was a handball player. Remember that? I used to.
Yeah, I sure do. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. You got old. You got old, man. I didn't.
Yeah, yeah.
Good to see you. Take care.
I'm still trying to pace myself. Again, it's good to see you, Judge. You take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Tony. Bye-bye.
All right. I am someone saying the magic words.
Turn off YouTube, Judge.
I'm turning off the YouTube, which means that Ms. Rivera and Ms. Valverde are free to move about the country and get ready for a wild and crazy Friday. And by the way, I want the record to reflect that we had a miracle today occur, Ms. Rivera. We actually had only 2 cases that actually took very little time. I'm going to write the Pope and see if we can lodge this one down as a miracle. All right? Take
We'll
care.
take it.
We'll
Bye.
see you.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day, everyone.
Bye,
See you
guys.
Okay, we have the interpreter here.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes,
Good morning.
yes, Judge.
So,
On the misdemeanor docket, we got 2 people, number 14 and number 27, Judge.
Okay. Tell you what,
whenever
let me
you're ready.
go over the misdemeanor. I did go over the misdemeanor docket.
You
already.
did, Judge. It's a felony.
So let me take care of these 2 misdemeanors with the interpreter, and then I'll go over the felony docket with the pretrial lady. Okay, so which number is this that we have to do now? Terry?
Terry, Judge Wilson, what number? Cedro.
Okay, go ahead, Judge. He's
What
coming
number?
up.
What number?
Number 14, Judge.
Number 14. Okay, hold on. Number 14 is going to be Isidro Gonzalez. See if I can find him on my. I have an Ernest Gonzalez now. There's Isidro Gonzalez. Okay. Now, because we have the interpreter, I have to hit the dreaded interpreter button. It always messes me up. So hold on 1 minute. Interpretation is here. So I've signed in the interpreter. I've hit start. Now I've got to do English only. I've done English only. Can you test it on your part, Ms. Rios? Okay. Okay, good enough. So then, Mr. Gonzalez, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony that you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Sí, lo juro ante Dios.
Thank you. Put your hand down. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez is here in charge of assault causing bodily injury. He has a $3,500 bond. His information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 7 months. Criminal history, he has a DWI and no other criminal history. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gonzalez does have one misdemeanor offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 4th. Excuse me, defendant. He does have conditions of no contact with Isidro Cervantes Gonzalez, Felix Gonzalez Guerra, and prohibit possession of firearms. He also has a Class C assault pending. And if a PR is granted, we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What's his attorney for the defense?
Judge, we ask that you consider giving him a PR bond, if not a 90% reduction.
What's his attorney for the state?
Given the nature of the charges, Judge, we would oppose a PR bond.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the bond down from $3,500 to $350. If he can make a $350 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you.
Okay, Cedro.
Okay, so who's the next person that we need the interpreter for, please?
Next.
What number is this?
Number 27, Judge, Jonathan
27. Okay.
Paradiado Rodriguez.
See, this is going to be Parado Rodriguez. Let me find him on my screen.
Sí, la escucho bien.
Okay, I need to share my screen. I'm sorry, I didn't share my screen. Okay, Parado Rodriguez. And it's Jonathan. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mr. Parado Rodriguez is here in charge of driving while intoxicated with a blood alcohol content of 0.15 or more in his body. He has a $2,500 bond. His information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 8 months. References, no answer, no references. Criminal history in Bexar County. There is no criminal history in Bexar County or out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Parado does have one misdemeanor offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 3rd. There are no conditions at this time, and we do recommend random drug and alcohol testing.
What does attorney for the defense?
Judge, based upon the fact that there's no prior violent, family violence history or anything like that, we'd ask for a PR bond.
What says attorney for the state?
We would agree to the PR bond, Judge.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to grant him a PR bond because he has no references and no clear search verification. Because of that, I'm not granting the PR bond, but I will lower the bond down from $2,500 to $250. If he can make a $250 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so then can we release the interpreter, please?
I think so. I don't think there's any more Spanish speakers at this moment. Thank you, Mariana.
Thank you.
Jose. Almendares? You speak English?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, in the meantime, I'm going back to the regular docket, which would be number 3, which is Almendares.
He's right there.
Okay,
Yes, Judge.
let me find him on my screen. Okay, first of all, let me clear this stuff. Okay, there's Mr. Almendares. Okay, Michelle Mendez is here in charge of criminal trespass of habitation. He has a $2,000 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 5 years. References, there are no references, and there's no clear search verification. I'm looking at criminal history in Bexar County. I'm seeing an assault that was dismissed in 2016, another assault with a conviction on it in 2015, another assault that was dismissed in 2015, another assault with a conviction on it in 2015, another assault with a conviction on it in 2012, an assault with a sentence on it in 2008, another assault that was dismissed in 2008, another assault dismissed in 2008, another assault with a conviction on it in 2005. What can pretrial services tell me about this person?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Hernandez does have one misdemeanor offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 4th. There are no conditions at this time. Location of arrest was 3380 Timber View Drive, which is an apartment complex. Per clinician Celeste, defendant does indicate mental health, and we do recommend special needs.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, again, we would ask for a PR bond. If he's not eligible, we ask for a 90% reduction.
What says attorney for the state?
We would be opposed, Judge, as he has 5 prior violent offense convictions.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond. However, I will lower the $2,000 bond down to a $200 bond. If he can make a $200 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, could you come? Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Number 10 was in the hospital. That takes us to number 12 now, which would be Julian Garza or Julian Garza. Let me find him on my screen. Is that Julian Garza in front of me?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Garza has a charge of evading arrest or detention. He has a $1,000 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's homeless. References, there are no references, and clear search does not verify any of his information. So there's no references, no verifications. Criminal history in Bexar County. I'm looking for assault type cases. I don't see any assault. I see lots of criminal trespass and criminal mischiefs. I don't see anything out of the county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Garza does have one misdemeanor offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 5th. There are no conditions at this time. Defendant is homeless and not eligible for Haven for Hope. And if the PR is granted, we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, we'd ask that you give him a PR bond.
What says
Yes,
attorney
no.
for the state?
We would be opposed, Judge, as he does have a violent offense conviction in ABI from 2015.
Okay. I'm not going to grant him a PR bond. However, I will lower the $1,000 bond down to $100. If he can make a $100 bond, he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Sorry about that, Judge. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Good enough.
Okay. All right. That's all right. Let's see. Okay, going to my written docket now. Let's see, we took care of 14, so the next one up should be 18. Should be Luis Herrera.
How about Robin Gonzalez? Number 15.
Number 15. I have him as bonded out.
Okay.
Margie?
No, I didn't go through.
Same information, Judge, that he was released on bond.
Yes, we should be on number 18, Herrera, Luis.
Okay, but we have the body of Robin Gonzalez there by mistake then?
Okay, she just told me the bond didn't go through, so I guess we're gonna have to.
We'll have to reschedule then.
Okay, she said she had a warrant. Okay.
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 Not handled.
Okay, so then it would be 18 Lewis.
Luis Herrera, yes, sir.
Okay. So then we're going to 18 Luis Herrera. Find him. Serena. Okay, Luis Herrera is here in charge of assault causing bodily injury. He has a $2,500 bond. His information sheet is telling me he's had address in San Antonio for the past 14 years. References, made contact with his wife and son who verified his information. Criminal history in Bexar County. I'm looking for assaults. I don't see any assaults in Bexar County. I'm looking out of county. I see an assault from Frio County with a conviction on it in 1987. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Herrera has one misdemeanor offense. His information was verified. He has been in custody since July 16th. He does have conditions of no contact with Yvonne Morales and prohibit possession of firearms. If PR is granted, we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, based on the fact that his prior assault case is 1987, we ask that you consider a PR bond.
Says attorney for the state.
We would be opposed, Judge, and we'd also be opposed as to the nature of this offense.
Because I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower his $2,500 bond down to $250. If he can make a $250 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay, number 25, Judge, should be the next one. Walter Moore.
Okay, let's see. 19 refused. So the next one up will be 25. Walter Moore. Find Mr. Moore on my screen. Okay, Mr. Moore has got an assault case. He has a $5,000 bond on his assault case. His information sheet is telling me that he's had an address in San Antonio for the past year. References, there are no references and no verifications. Criminal history in Bexar County. I'm looking for assaulted type cases. I see an assault conviction from Indianapolis from 98. I mean, a robbery conviction, excuse me. And I see another robbery in 2001 with no disposition in it. I don't see anything else in terms of assaulted type cases. What can pre-trial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Moore does have one misdemeanor offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 3rd. He does have conditions of no contact with a Danny Gigley, along with prohibit firearms.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, based upon the assaultive history, I would ask for a 90% reduction.
What says attorney for the state?
We would be opposed, Judge, given his prior robbery conviction and the nature of this offense.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the $5,000 bond down to $500. If he can make a $500 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
What's your name, sir? Salazar Alejandro.
I don't have anything left on my misdemeanor.
27,
Yeah.
Arrow, so there. Shooting 40 refused.
I think that's it for my misdemeanor, Judge.
I think that's it. Then Karen, thank you for helping us out.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
the
You have a
help.
great day.
Thank you,
too.
Karen.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay, Margie, can I go over the felony docket before we start on it with Ms. Oberstorff?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, 1, 2, and 3, either released on bond or not handled, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
What about 4?
Should be there.
5 not handled, 6 on bond, 7 on bond. What about 8?
8 should be there.
9 not handled. What about
Yes.
10?
10 and 11 should be there.
12 on bond. What about 13?
13 was also released on bond.
So 13's on bond.
Hmm.
Okay. 14 on bond. What about 15?
15 should be there.
16 released on bond. What about 17?
17 was also released on bond.
Bond. Okay. 18 not handled. 19.
19 should be there.
20
20 refused.
refused. 21 not handled. 22 on bond. 23.
23 and 24 should be there.
25 on bond, 26 on bond, 27 on bond, 28 not handled, 29 on bond, 30 on bond, 31 on bond, 32 not handled. What about 33?
33 and 34 should be there.
35,
34 refused. 34 refused.
34 refused. 35 not handled, 36.
36 should be there along with 37.
Okay, 38 not handled, 39,
39 and 40 should be there.
41 not handled, 42 not handled, 43 not handled, 44 not handled, 45 on bond, 46 on bond. And that's the docket, correct?
That's it. Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go back to number 4, which is going to be Gabriel Martinez. Let me get him on my screen. Just give me a minute to clear this up. So I'm looking now for Gabriel Martinez. Try it. Okay, I see it. Joseph, there's Gabriel. All right. Mr. Martinez is here in charge of possession of a controlled substance between 2 grams and 1 gram. He has a $3,500 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 8 years. References, there are no references. No clear search verifications. Criminal history in Bexar County, I'm looking for assault type cases. I see an assault conviction from 2018. I don't see anything out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Martinez does have one felony offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 2nd, and there are no conditions at this time.
What's his attorney for the defense?
Well, you took all the good lines. Yeah, 8 years in San Antonio, can't get through on the phones. No domestic violence, it looks like, Judge. PR time. Maybe, please.
Okay. What's his attorney for the state?
I believe there was a conviction. We would
Yes.
oppose the PR bond.
Oh,
But we
I see it. She's right. I'm sorry.
sorry, Jim.
And there's no references as well. I'm not going to grant a PR bond. However, I will lower the $3,500 bond down to $350. If he can make that bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Okay. Mr. Shin. Sir. Right there.
Okay, the next one's going to be number 8.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
Ernest Gonzalez.
Oh, sorry about that. That was my fault. There he is right there, Judge.
That's all right. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez is here in charge of possession of a controlled substance between 1 gram and 4 grams. He has a $3,500 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 7 years. References, there are basically no references because nobody answered. There's no answer. And there's no clear search verification. Looking at criminal history, I'm looking for assault cases. See an assault that was JN closed in 2001. I have no idea what that means. And I don't see anything else on the rap sheet. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ernest Gonzalez does have one felony offense. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 2nd. There are no conditions at this time. He is currently on probation for unauthorized use of vehicle until May of 2026.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, looks like he's serving a life sentence here in Bear County, and there's 4 phones that seem to be working, and the JN, I think the state will back me up on this, means it didn't get past the door, basically. They didn't file it, in other words.
Okay,
So that means he doesn't have a conviction, I would think, for sure,
okay.
on domestic violence. So I would ask for a PR.
What says attorney for the state?
We would be, in agreement with the reduction.
I'm not gonna grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the $3,500 bond down to $350. If he can make a $350 bond, he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, now, Mr. Shin.
Okay.
Okay, next person up should be William Shen, number 10. Let me find him on my screen. Come on, Paul. Let me clean this up a minute. Maybe that'll make it easier to see. Okay, let's see. Shen, there you go. Mr. Shen is here on 2 charges: unauthorized use of a vehicle with a $7,500 bond, unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon, which has a $15,000 bond. Information sheet is telling me that he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 6 months. References, made contact with a girlfriend who verified his information. Criminal history in Bear County, I'm looking for assault cases. An aggravated assault that was dismissed in 23, a robbery that was dismissed in 21. An assault that was dismissed in 2000. I don't see anything else. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Shin does have 2 felony offenses. His information was verified. He has been in custody since August 2nd. There are no conditions at this time. Per clinician Orozco, defendant does indicate mental health, and we do recommend special needs along with prohibit possession of firearms.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, it looks like the dismissed family violence was not taken into consideration by another case looking at those. So I don't think he has a conviction. Meaning, even though it was dismissed, it wasn't taken into consideration as a case that was real. It looks like they verified the girlfriend contact, so that's good. He's been here 6 years. I would ask that you reduce his felon in possession down to 2,000, and the unauthorized use is a state jail PR on that one, maybe, or maybe 1,000 on that one.
What says attorney for the state?
Judge, we would be opposed as he does have a prior ABI from 2020, December 2020, a conviction.
I missed that. Hold on 1 minute.
She's right again. I'm sorry. Yep, there it is. It's
2020.
right in the middle, number 7.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see,
Mary.
I looked at the
Oh,
bottom.
I didn't see that. Yeah, okay.
I was listening to family, other folks.
Okay. Okay. What I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the bonds. I'm going to lower the $7,500 bond, $7,500 bond down to $750. And I'm going to lower the $15,000 bond down to $1,500. If he can make those bonds, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Martinez. What's up, Pat? Yes, sir.
Okay, the next one is going to be Josephat Martinez. Let me find him on my screen. Mr. Martinez is here on 2 charges. He has a possession of a controlled substance case with a $2,000 bond. He has tampering with physical evidence case with a $7,500 bond. Information sheet is telling me, first of all, let me back up. Okay, he's had the address in San Antonio for the past 2 years. References, there are no references and no clear search for verification. Criminal history in Bexar County. I'm looking for assault type cases. There was an assault that was dismissed in 2009. There's nothing out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Martinez does have 2 felony offenses. Its information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 2nd. There are no conditions at this time. If APR is granted, we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judges, he's 42. He's been here 15 years. His record is real good. I don't see any family violence. I'm really clearly looking for that at this time. I'd ask for 2 PRs. The third one, I'm sorry, the felony third tampering. I'm just guessing because of the numbers in the offense dates that he tried to swallow the this $2,000 one up above the felon state jail felon in possession. But that's only a guess, and I don't know why that one's so high. 7,500 on that. Well, I'd ask for a PR on both of them, actually.
It says attorney for.
States.
Okay, what says attorney for the state?
We would be unopposed to a reduction, Judge.
I'm not going to grant him PR bonds, but I will lower the bonds. I'm going to lower the $2,000 bond down to $200, and I will lower the $7,500 bond down to $750. If he can make those bonds, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Rodriguez, Adrian.
Okay, let me see. Number 13 was on bond, Richard Bustamante. So the next one should be 15,
Adrian Rodriguez.
which would be Adrian Rodriguez. Hold on 1 minute. So let me see if I can find Mr. Rodriguez. Adrian right there. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez is here to charge of unauthorized use of a vehicle. He has a $7,500 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 6 months. References, made contact with his father, but did not verify any information. Mom, busy signal. Made clear search, did verify his information, so he has verification of his information. Criminal history, I'm looking for assault cases. I don't see any assault cases in Bexar County or out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Rodriguez does have 1 felony offense. His information was verified. He has been in custody since August 3rd, and there are no conditions at this time.
What says attorney for the defense?
Yes, Judge, good news. He's been here 25 years. Looks like he's 30 years old. 1 felony conviction of a state jail possession under a Graham, which no family violence. I'd recommend a PR on him. I think he'll show up.
What says attorney for the state?
Judge, we would be unopposed to a reduction.
Okay, he has references. He doesn't have any assaultive history, so I'm going to grant him a PR bond. Hold on 1 minute. But I am going to make it with conditions. Anything else you want? Special needs? Anything else you'd like on this, Margie?
No, Judge, it's up to you.
Okay. Now I'm scrolling down to the bond. I'm signing the bond. I'm waiving the bond fee. Okay, you should be processed sometime out today for a PR bond. Make sure you follow the rules. Make sure you go to court, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Veronica.
Okay, so what am I doing next? Okay, Nowaki was on bond. Number 19 should be Veronica Dixon. Okay, Miss Dixon's in charge of possession of a controlled substance between 1 gram and 4 gram. She has a $3,500 bond. Her information sheet is telling me that she's homeless. References, made contact with her mother who verified her information. Criminal history in Bexar County, I'm looking for assault cases. See lots of criminal trespasses and drug cases. I see an assault that was dismissed in 22. I don't see anything out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about her, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Dixon does have one felony offense. Her information was verified. She has been in custody since August 3rd. She is homeless and not eligible for Haven for Hope, and there are no conditions at this time, but we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Yeah, Judge, thank you. I see there's no bond set on the possession of marijuana on the felony third, 3,500. I'd ask for maybe, I don't know, she's homeless, a PR. I don't think she could probably make anything, quite frankly, but since you can't go to the Haven, I don't know where there's verified with her mother, so maybe she can go over there. So I'd say a PR.
Okay, what says attorney for the state?
We would be on a poster reduction, Judge.
Okay, she doesn't have any assaultive history. She's got references, so I'm going to take a chance on her and grant her a PR bond. I'm going to do it with special needs. And you wanted random testing on this, did you not?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, let's see. I'm scrolling down to the bond. I'm signing the bond, I'm waiving the bond fee. Okay, Miss Dixon,
Yes, sir.
it should be processed sometime out today for a PR bond.
Thank you.
Make sure you follow the rules. Make sure you go to court when you're supposed to go to court. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you'll be doing special needs and being randomly tested for drugs, just so you know. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Regina.
Okay, so then Mr. Medina refused, so the next one will be Regina Potts.
She's on the way.
I can find her on my screen anyway. Turn my screen up just a minute. Okay, Potts.
Yes, sir.
You put your hands on it. Yeah.
Okay, Ms. Potts is here to charge the theft of property of something having a value of less than $2,500, but she has 2 more convictions, previous convictions, and she has a $5,000 bond. Her information sheet is telling me she's had an address in San Antonio for the past 8 years. References, made contact with her son who verified her information. Criminal history in Bexar County, I'm looking for assault type cases. See an assault that was dismissed at 21, see lots of theft cases, forgery cases, theft cases. There's an aggravated assault that was dismissed in 95, more theft cases. And I don't see anything out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about her, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Potts does have one felony offense. Her information was verified. She has been in custody since August 3rd. There are no conditions at this time. Her clinician, Blanco, defendant does indicate mental health, and we do recommend special needs.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, it looks like you did verify a son in town. She's been here 8.5 years. Says she's disabled. I don't see. I'd ask for a $500 bond maybe, just because of the record. I don't don't know really what to do. She could do a PR because of the disability. I just don't know what that is. Been here in Bear County since 2016, it looks like.
Okay. What says the attorney for the state?
We would be unopposed to a reduction in the bond, Judge.
Okay. She doesn't have, any assaultive history. She's got verifications. So I'm going to take a chance on her and I'm going to grant her a PR bond. I'm going to make it with special needs. Anything else that pretrial would like on this?
No, Judge, that would be up to you.
I'm scrolling down to the bond. I'm signing the bond. Okay, you should be processed sometime out today for a PR bond, man.
Thank
Make sure you follow the rules.
I-
Make sure you go to court when you're supposed to go to court, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Brittany,
Okay, next one's gonna be, page, number 33, Andrew Hernandez.
Lumpkins?
Andrew
Fernandez.
Fernandez, number 33. Do you have one?
Number,
over
number
somebody?
24 is next, Judge, 24.
Oh, I
Limpkins.
missed 24. I'm
What do you
sorry.
have there, Judge?
Let me get 24. I'm sorry. Brittany Lumpkins. Okay, Miss Lumpkins is here in charge of possession of a controlled substance between 1 and 4 grams. She has a $2,000 bond. Her information sheet is telling me that she's homeless. References. There are no references.
Correct.
Criminal history in Bear County. I'm looking for assault cases. I don't see any assault cases in Bear County or out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about her, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Ms. Lupkins, does have one felony offense. Her information was not verified. She has been in custody since August 3rd. There are no conditions at this time. She is currently out on bond for, possession of controlled substance, one less than 1 gram and unauthorized use of vehicle. And we do recommend a random drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Well, Judge, residence for 10 years doesn't appear to have any type of family violence. We can't really tell if they verified the contact, but she gives 3 good phone numbers, but we don't know what happened. But she was out on bond, which is good and bad. It means that they were probably able to verify and do some things there to get her out on bond. And so I'd ask for a PR bond. It's another small drug case, nothing violent.
What says attorney for the state?
We would oppose, Judge, as she did pick up this new offense while out on bond.
I'm not going to grant her a PR bond, but I will lower the $2,000 bond down to $200. If she can make a $200 bond, then she can be released. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, now let me see. I'm going now to the next page. Andrew Fernandez,
Sir, good morning.
number 33. Pull up his paperwork. Mr. Fernandez has a charge of possession of a controlled substance less than 1 gram. He has a $2,500 bond. Information sheet is telling me that he's had an address. No, he has no address. He's homeless. References, made contact with his wife who verified his information. Criminal history in Bear County. I'm looking for assault cases. I don't see any assault cases in Bear County or out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about Mr. Fernandez?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Fernandez does have one felony offense. His information was verified. He has been in custody since August 3rd. He is homeless and not eligible for a jail outreach program with Haven for Hope, but he is pending a pre-screening. He may receive services at the courtyard. And if a PR is granted, that is if a PR is granted, and there are no conditions at this time.
Okay, what says attorney,
Yes, Judge,
Defense?
my report here shows no history, so she says there is a prior felony, so I'll defer to her. But again, I'd still go with a PR bond. We have no family violence, and it looks like there is some verification with regard to his wife, so I'd say he'll be showing up.
what says attorney for the state?
I do see it says one conviction, Judge, but it doesn't say what it is. So we would be unopposed to a reduction. I just don't know what the conviction was.
He's got verifications. He doesn't have any assaultive history, so I'm going to take a chance on him. I'm going to grant him a PR bond. Hold on, with special needs. Anything else that the pretrial would like on this?
Just the drug and alcohol testing.
Okay. Okay, let's see what I'm at. Okay, now I'm scrolling down to the bond. I'm signing the bond. I'm waiving the bond fee. You should be processed sometime out today for a PR bond, sir. Make sure that you follow the rules. Make sure you go to court when you're supposed to. All right?
Yes, sir.
Good
Thank
luck.
you very much. Thank you. Mr. Williams.
Okay, Jackie Miller refused. That's the next one. So then after that, 36 would be Brian Williams. Or is it Brandy Williams? No, it's Brian Williams. Okay, here we go. Mr. Williams has got 2 drug charges in front of me. He's got both of them are possession of a substance being 1 gram and 4 grams. So he has two $2,500 bonds. Criminal history. I'm sorry, going down the information sheet. Address, he's got a San Antonio address where he stayed for the past 6 days. References. There are no references that were verified, and there's no clear search verification, so there's no verifications. Criminal history in Bexar County. I'm looking for assault type cases. There's no assault cases in Bexar County that I can see. I'm looking out of county. I see an aggravated assault that was dismissed out of Richmond County in 2009. An armed robbery conviction in 2009 from Richmond County. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Williams does have 2 felony offenses. His information was not verified. He has been in custody since August 4th. He is currently out on bond for a fraud case from August of 2023. And if a PR is granted, we do recommend drug and alcohol testing.
What says attorney for the defense?
Judge, I don't know what to make of a 2023 still awaiting indictment, but it looks like they made contact with the friend. I don't know what not verified means, but it indicates he gives very specific information as to employment. So it looks like he's coming and going between here and somewhere. I'd ask for 2 $500 bonds just because he's still out on bond on the drug cases. Even though that's in the old case, the indictment's 2023, I wouldn't put a lot of faith in that. It's a fraud anyway. And no family violence, so anywhere, so that's good.
What says attorney for the state?
Given the prior armed robbery conviction, Judge, we would be opposed to a PR bond.
Okay, I'm not gonna grant PR bonds, but I will lower the bonds. I will lower them, each $2,500 bond down to $250. If he can make those bonds, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Well, yeah. Can you speak English? To anybody?
And the next one should be Raul
We need an interpreter for this one.
Correa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, let's put him off to the side until we get an
I'll-
interpreter.
I'll call him.
So then the next one after that would be Brandy Williams.
Randy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Brandy Williams is in charge of unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon. She has a $15,000 bond. Her information sheet is telling me she's had an address in San Antonio for the past month. References, made contact with the brother, but he did not verify any of the information, so there's no references or verifications. Criminal history in Barrett County. I'm looking for assault cases. I see lots of prostitutions. I don't see any assaultive cases though, and I see, let me see. Out of county, I see an assault that was dismissed out of Austin in 2014. But I don't see anything else. What can pretrial services tell me about her, please?
Mr. Honor, Ms. Williams does have one felony offense. Her information was not verified. She has been in custody since August 4th. There are no conditions at this time. If a PR is granted, we do recommend random drug and alcohol testing along with prohibit firearms.
What says attorney for the defense? Mr. Oldestorff? Hello? We still have Mr. Oldestorff?
I think he froze, Judge.
Oh, there he is. Jim?
Okay.
Jim Oldestorff? Well, he has a pretty nice back of his head bald spot, but
I think he froze, Judge.
okay.
Let me call him, Judge. Let me see. We shall give him a
Get
minute.
get him over the phone, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. She's active?
Stop the share for just a minute. I think I may need to stop the share to get him back in.
He was talking and talking. He didn't even know he was logged off, Judge, but he's logging back in.
Okay.
Didn't even realize you logged out.
Okay, go ahead, Judge. Go ahead, Judge. Jim's gonna have to do it off my phone, Judge. Go ahead, Judge.
Okay. Jim,
The lady, we're talking about the lady with all the enhanced prostitution cases that consisted of a lot of felony enhancements. That's what I was speaking about.
Okay.
I was asking about a PR bond and indicated she wasn't going anywhere because all of her cases were prostitutions out of Bear County or felony history. I think she had one more other felony, but it wasn't much of anything. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. I can hear you fine.
Huh?
I hear you. I hear you fine. We hear you.
Okay, that's fine. That's what I was going to say about the lady that we were doing.
Okay.
Was her name Potts, I believe? Was that who it was?
Well,
This is Miss Williams. Brandy
Brandy
Williams.
Oh, Miss Williams. Yeah, Brandy. I'm sorry. You're right.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, my camera isn't working here and I'm trying to get back in, but it's
That's
not
fine.
letting me do that. But
Uh,
anyway, I'd say a PR on her. She's local. She's not going anywhere. All her cases, Bear County.
Okay. What says attorney
Not
for the
violent.
state?
No domestic violence.
Okay.
We would
An
be
attorney
on a
for the
post,
state?
we would be on a poster reduction, Judge.
Because of the lack of references, I'm not going to grant a PR bond, but I will lower the bond down to from $15,000 down to $1,500. All right. If she can make that bond, then she can be released. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I can't open my email for some reason. I don't know what the problem is here, which has cut off my camera. I might have to turn off my computer and try again. Here, let me try again.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know if it's
Keep your phone on. In the meantime,
You wanna do Milano, Judge?
pardon me?
You wanna do number 40? I mean, yeah, number 40?
Who's the interpreter? Who is the interpreter?
That would
That's
be.
me, Norma Nero.
Okay.
Yeah, but which defendant needs the interpreter? Is that Korea?
Korea, yes.
Korea.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do Korea, okay?
What do you?
Okay. Miss Korea. Can I do this, Jim, or do you want me to wait on you?
Oh, no, let's go. Let's finish up here. I just
Okay.
can't seem to, it must be a spectrum problem because it won't let me open anything.
Okay. Interpreter, do I need to do the interpretation button with you? Or is it working on there?
Yes, Judge, please.
Oh, is it not on?
No, it's not on, Judge.
Okay, hold on 1 minute. Let me go back here. It's always difficult when they've already done it once and then you have to try and do it again. Let me see. Come on, Canales. Oh yeah, managed language interpretation. Here we go. Okay, I'm putting you in there, Miss Nedia. Hopefully. Okay, is it working now?
No, Judge, not yet.
Hold on 1 minute. Let me try again. Okay. Managed language interpretation. Okay. An interpreter. Norma Nedio. I've done that. Update. That's what I have to do. I have to update. Now, English only. Is it working now?
See.
Okay. I have before me Raul Correa. Let me share the screen. Mr. Correa has got a charge of driving while intoxicated as a third offense. He has a $30,000 bond. His information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 3 years and 9 months. References, there are no references, no clear search verifications. Well, actually, it says clear search verified. I'm not sure if he's got clear search verifications or not. Can you tell me, Margie?
Yes, Judge, he was verified.
He is verified. Okay.
Yes.
All right, and let's see, criminal history in Bear County. He's got some DWIs, but doesn't have any assault cases. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Correa does have one felony offense. His information was verified. He has been in custody since August 3rd. I do show that he is currently on probation for a DWI. And we do recommend ignition interlock, prohibit possession of firearms, and random UAs.
What says attorney for the defense, Mr. Oldeshore?
If there's no wreck, 30,000 is extremely high. I don't know if this is going to be, if they didn't do a breath test and they did a blood test, we don't know if it's over 15 or not. But if he's working, I would say that he should be able to somewhere at 1,500 to 5,000 on a DWI third with no wreck and a true third. If he's on probation and he's been on a while, like let's say he's, been on for a while, a year, maybe if he just started it, that would be different. But the longer he's been doing his DWI second, the better. I would say you need to look at lowering his bond.
What says attorney for the state?
We would be in agreement with a reduction, Judge, but he did pick it up while on probation.
I am not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the $30,000 bond down to $3,000. If he can make a $3,000 bond, he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Thanks, Judge.
Okay, Miss Nerio, you can be excused. Thank you. All right, now then the last one I think we have on the docket then should
You got
be
one more?
Yeah.
Santiago
Yes,
Miranda, which is
Yeah,
number-
last one, Jim. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we have Santiago Miranda.
Yes, sir.
He's in charge of driving while intoxicated as a third offense. He has a $20,000 bond. Information sheet is telling me he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 5 months. References, made contact with his sister who verified his information. Criminal history in Bear County. I'm looking for assault type cases. I don't see any assaults in Bear County. I'm looking out of county and I don't see any assaults out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Miranda does have one felony offense. His information was verified. He has been in custody since August 4th. He does have conditions of ignition interlock, and he is a resident of Harris County.
Harris County, Houston?
Well, it's Humboldt, Texas, so
Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it says attorney for the defense.
Well, Judge, if it's a true third, I read this when I remember an hour ago. Yeah, 20 is a lot, even for a guy in town. If there's no red and it's one there, if it's a true third, and we really don't know at this point, maybe, and let's say, if they ran him in Harris County today, I'd say his bond should be higher than 5,000, quite frankly, even 3.
What says attorney for the state?
There is a prior Berghab conviction, Judge, but we'd be opposed to PR, but we would be in agreement with a reduction in the bond.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower that $20,000 bond down to $2,000. If he can make a $2,000 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Okay, that takes care of the bond docket, felony bond
Yes.
docket.
Yay.
Mr. Oldeshore, thank you for hanging in there. even when you had to end.
engines. Okay, thank you for putting up with me. I'll try to make sure this can never happen again.
Well, that wasn't anything in your control. Thanks for
okay.
being adaptive.
Okay, thank you all very much. Take care.
Bye, Jim.
Bye,
See ya.
Jim.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, so let me see what I have here on my screen. Let me clean up this thing. Do we need to keep the prosecutor here any longer, Kareem? Does she need to sign something for me? I don't think she would, but can we double check?
Yes, Judge. We only have the 2 JSAT, so I do have everything I do have everything I need.
Okay, So, and we
Excellent.
have a phone number for Ms. Lopez if we need to get a
Yes,
hold.
I have her cell, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Lopez, you're free to move about the country. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. I'll actually
Will
be
you-
going to Hawaii
Pardon
tomorrow,
me?
so I appreciate that.
Are you going to be here tomorrow or is it going to be Mr. Clay?
What did
No,
you
it's
say?
I think it's gonna be another prosecutor who's gonna cover. I'm,
Another person? We just got used to you. Come on.
Yeah.
no, I know.
All right.
Victoria, will you send them the docket for tomorrow, please?
Yes, I don't know who it's gonna be yet, but as soon
Oh.
as I know, I'll go ahead and forward it to them.
Thank you, dear.
And
Appreciate
if-
you.
as soon as you
Thank you.
find out, can you also get a phone number for them in case we need
Yes.
to get a hold of them? Okay?
Yeah.
Just email me and so I can know, so I can have it for the judge. Okay, thank you,
Okay, sounds
Victoria.
good, Terry. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Margie, I'm looking at my screen now.
Yes.
Michael Medina, what happened? Refused.
He refused.
Jackie Miller,
Also refused.
Timothy Carter, refused.
Refused.
Jason Gomez, refused. Cameron House,
He refused, Judge.
refused.
Take care. Yeah, hey, take care. We will, hold on. Sorry.
Joseph Skelton,
He refused.
Joshua Wood, refused. Florentine Flores,
He was in the hospital.
okay, medical then. So I think I've signed everything I'm supposed to sign for you. Margie, is there anything else I need to be doing?
Sir, that should be it.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate the help today.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. I'm signing Karen Corby's voucher for today's work. My screen is empty. So, Karine, is there something I should have signed or I need to sign? What's going on?
No, Judge, I have everything.
Okay, you want to be excused? I mean, or do you need to talk to Terry?
I think she's,
No, yeah, I have everything. I mean, everything. I put down my little notes on my docket, so everything's good.
Okay, you can be excused then, Karine. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Terry, is that it for the day?
that's it, Judge, until tomorrow.
Boy, even if you
Yeah.
have a light two-person docket, it still goes into what, 10:30?
10:30, Judge, I know. The bonds were kind of big today and,
Yeah,
you know.
they were.
We would've been
Okay,
done.
well, I'm gonna sign out of here. I'll see you on the way out. Okay. I may
Yes, Judge.
ask the bailiff to help me put up some pictures. They're not busy.
Okay, now I think they're all left, Judge. They're not here.
did they-
all
did they
took
leave?
inmates back.
Oh,
No, they
no,
just
good.
took inmates back, Judge, sorry.
Oh.
So I'll